This is Dallas Game Day, and Cowboys Nation, hear me loud and clear. Something is happening in Dallas that nobody expected a month ago. Something real, something powerful, something that feels like the beginning of a turn-the-tables moment for a franchise that has been punched, doubted, humiliated, and written off more times than we can count. And yet, here we are, talking about a team that erased a 21-point deficit against the Philadelphia Eagles and then walked into Thanksgiving and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The same Chiefs who have terrorized AFC defenses for half a decade. The Cowboys didn't stumble into these wins. They earned them. They fought for them. They outcoached, outworked, and outplayed two of the most respected organizations in football. And now, the whole NFL is starting to realize that the Dallas Cowboys are not done. Not even close. Dak Prescott played one of the most mature, fearless, controlled performances of his entire career. 27 completions, 320 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception that he immediately shook off like a veteran who understands the moment. He outdueled the defense coordinated by Steve Spagnuolo, a man who has embarrassed Hall of Fame quarterbacks on the biggest stages. Dak didn't blink. He stood firm. He made throws under pressure. He controlled the tempo. And for the first time in a long time, it feels like Dak is not just reacting to the game, he's dictating it. But it's not just Dak. This team showed heart. They showed toughness. They showed something we have begged to see for years. The ability to get knocked down and get right back up. Because let's be honest, when the Cowboys fell behind 21-0 to the Eagles, most of the league counted them out. Analysts were already writing the obituaries. Twitter was already on fire. But what did Dallas do? They stormed back. They tightened up defensively. They made Philadelphia uncomfortable. They attacked. And when that comeback victory was complete, players inside that locker room said it felt different. Like the team had finally broken through a psychological wall they had been carrying for seasons. And then Thanksgiving happened. Patrick Mahomes walked into AT&T Stadium with cameras following him like a Hollywood actor on a red carpet. The Chiefs are always the attraction, but on that night, Dallas was the show. They dominated the line of scrimmage. They confused Mahomes at times. They matched the Chiefs' physicality. They brought pressure, and the Cowboys proved something to the entire nation. This team, when locked in, can beat anyone. Jerry Jones said it himself. He can't remember 2 back-to-back home performances like this. Not under these circumstances, not when the pressure was suffocating. And he's right, because these weren't wins against bottom feeders. These weren't lucky breaks. These were statement victories over the 2 teams who played in last year's Super Bowl, the Eagles, the Chiefs, both taken down in a 4-day span. And now the question becomes, is the playoff dream real? According to The Athletic, right now the probabilities sit at 24%. But if they beat the Detroit Lions next Thursday, that number skyrockets to 51%. 51. A coin flip. A real shot. A doorway thrown wide open. And the schedule ahead, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants, is not impossible. Dallas controls its destiny. They do not need help. They don't need a miracle. All they need is to keep doing what they've done the last 2 weeks. Fight like a desperate team with everything on the line. And here's where we add the bigger context. Detroit is wounded. Their offense has slowed. Their defense has been giving up chunk plays. National insiders from ESPN are reporting internal frustration about their lack of defensive consistency. Minnesota is dealing with quarterback instability. The Chargers are spiraling, and their locker room has been described as tense after multiple close losses. Washington is basically in rebuild mode. And the Giants, well, the Giants are the Giants. Dallas has an opportunity sitting right in front of them. Not a guaranteed path, but a realistic one. And if this team brings the fire, the belief, the urgency, and the execution they showed against Philly and Kansas City, then yes, the playoffs are absolutely in reach. But more importantly, the Cowboys have finally shown us something fans have begged to see for years. Resilience, fight, pride, identity. They've shown us they can take a punch and punch back harder. And after beating the Eagles and the Chiefs, there is not a single team left on the schedule that looks at Dallas as an easy win. The Cowboys have momentum, they have confidence, they have belief, and they have a quarterback playing the best 2-week stretch of his life. Cowboys Nation, this is your moment. This is your spark. This is your turnaround. The question is, do you believe? Let me know in the comments right now. Are the Cowboys making the playoffs this year? Should this team go all in for a late season run? I want your opinions, your predictions, your fire. And if you love this kind of coverage, hit that like button and subscribe to Dallas Game Day so we can keep building this community together.